Your motivation does not work. It's a total myth. But what works is your discipline. That being said, let's get into this video. Hi guys, my name is Vani Duggal, aka The Spiritual She Wolf, and I'm a personal development coach and a mental health therapist. So you can text me on Instagram, or you can leave a comment down below and we'll chat about any of the issues that you're having. Finally, I'm here with some real life productivity tips that you can actually apply in your life instead of just going for those cliche keep your phone aside while you're working tips. These are some things that I have actually experimented with in my real life and I still apply in my life because they work wonders for me. So, here they are. Number one is to just start. It's a whole different thing sitting at one place and thinking about doing this particular task, and it's a whole different thing when you actually get up from a place and start to do it. The reason why I'm telling you to get up right now and start doing the task is because you will get into the flow state immediately as soon as you start doing the task. Most of our procrastination is actually triggered by sitting and doing nothing, okay? But once you actually start doing something, you will get into that flow state, and that will indeed make you more productive and effective in the long run. Tip number 2 is to time block your calendar. Time block your calendar or batch your work, batch content, whatever term is used, it's sort of the same concept, okay? What that means is basically doing one sort of task in one day. For example, I create content on Sundays and Mondays. So that means any written work that needs to be done is done only on Sundays and Mondays. Okay. I script my videos on Sundays. I create Instagram content on Sundays. I create my blog post on Mondays. I script my podcast episodes on Mondays. So any written work that needs to be done is done on these 2 days. On Tuesdays, I would record, and on Wednesday, I will edit all of these things, and on Thursday, it's publishing day for my blog post and my podcast episodes. But of course, my videos are going on Sunday. So this is how I work, okay? This is a whole different topic for a whole different video, but here it is in a gist. So this is called time blocking, this is called batching content, and this, I absolutely love this because it actually gives me more time to focus on different things. And number 2, I can get similar tasks done. So I don't have to sit on Monday and just create my blog post, and then sit on Wednesday and create my podcast episode, and then sit on Friday and create my YouTube video. I can only just do all of these things in these 2 days, and more time, so more chill, more Netflix, more series. Number 3 is to plan the night before. Now, I absolutely love doing this, and I absolutely recommend you guys do this because it does not just save you time in the morning, but it also saves you the hassle of deciding what to do the next day. So what you want to do is you just want to set aside 5 minutes before you sleep. You want to take out your to-do list, or you want to take out your planner or any notebook that you use for work or your studies or anything else. You just want to write down the tasks that you want to get done tomorrow, like the next day. And I would highly suggest that you only choose up to 4 to 5 tasks, because it's better to get these 5 tasks done rather than have like 10 pointers on your to-do list and get overwhelmed and then decide to do nothing. Is it just me? Tip number 4 is to try the Pomodoro technique with work. Now, a lot of students use this. It's pretty famous out there. I myself use it. There's a very big app in the market right now. It's very famous. I use it. It's called Forest. Okay. Now, you will find more Pomodoro timers online on your Play Store or Apple Store or wherever. You know, they also have laptop extensions, so you can even try those out. And what they basically do is they just lock your phone for like 30 minutes, whatever your set time is, okay? And it locks your phone so you can't use any other app while you're doing a particular task. And how you can apply this in your work without actually using the app is that set a timer in your phone for almost 30 minutes at the max, and sit and do the work for 30 minutes, and then take a 5-minute break, and then come back and do the same thing over and over again. Hi guys, I'm just editing this video right now, and I just missed a small point that I had to tell you guys, which was basically you have to do this 4 times, and basically that means you have to work for a set time period, 25 minutes or 30 minutes, and then take a 5 minutes break. You have to do this 4 times, and then after doing it 4 times, you can take like a 30-minute long break, and then again you have to sit and do this again for 4 times. So that's how it is. I hope it makes sense. This is how you use the Pomodoro technique, and this is exactly the Pomodoro technique. Working in small intervals so that you don't overwhelm yourself and so that you don't exactly put a lot of stress on yourself all at once without actually taking a break from work. Point number 5 is something I talked about in the start of this video, which is discipline over motivation. You always need to remember this one particular thing, that motivation is a great starting point. It will push you, you will be very motivated, okay, in the start. But again, if you see it in the long run, it does not work, because that's when discipline comes in hand. You cannot exactly wait for motivation to come around. You need to build systems to get yourself on your feet and to do that particular task, which brings me to my 6th point, which is to build systems instead of habits. Now, if you have read Atomic Habits by James Clear, any one of you guys, you will know that he talks about building systems instead of building habits. How do you keep a clean room clean? How do you do that? By keeping things organized and by keeping things where they belong. That is your system. That's what you want to do. You want to go into the why, what, how of the situation, of the particular habit, and that's what you want to build. You want to build a system, not a habit, because through systems, you build a habit. Point number 7 is to observe and identify your time wasters and your patterns. What I mean by this is basically, if you're watching Netflix the whole day, you know that's not the right thing to do. What you want to do is, you might want to get some tasks done and then reward yourself with an episode of a series that you're watching. So instead of actually wasting your time on Netflix the whole day, you might want to make them a reward of doing something good, okay, for getting work done. Point number 8 is to take days off. Now, I have worked 7 days a week, 31 days a month, and it was awful for me. Okay, I actually burnt out, and I might make a video on burning out soon in the future. But yes, this is something that I really want you guys to keep it in your heads, because once you just get into that hustling and that grinding mode, you forget to take days off. Now, trust me, as a human being, it's very tough for me to take days off, because I feel like I just want to get more things done over and over again. But that, of course, does not work for me in the long run. It does not serve me in the long run. So what you might want to do is just take days off. Even if you're taking 1 day in a week off, trust me, it's going to be so good for you. Okay, in the long run, it's going to be very beneficial for you, because you don't want to burn out and then spend like 15 days in vacation instead of just taking 1 day off in a week. Just do that. Take days off. Give yourself rest. Give yourself a self-care day. Just do it. Tip number 9 is to set realistic goals. A lot of people expect a lot from us. We expect a lot from ourselves, even at a point, okay? But what I'm trying to say here is just set some real deadlines, real goals, real dreams. Setting unrealistic goals is not just harmful for us in the long run, but also for our goals and dreams, and really, really hampers our mental health in the long run. Because, of course, once you set that unexpected limit that, okay, Vani, you gotta do this much, my mind automatically is like, oh my god, that's a lot. Okay, so you might want to cut it in half, or you might want to take like 1/4 of it, But yes, just do set realistic goals, realistic deadlines. If there's a project that you need to get done, if there's a study session that needs to get done, or whatever, if you want to finish a chapter, give yourself a week to do it. Even if that's too much, just give yourself a week. But yes, make sure that you do not waste time, but actually get things done in this period of time. I saved the best for the last, and that is to actually experiment. It took me a long time to figure out what works for me. So the point I'm trying to say here is that you might want to start experimenting with your strategies, with your habits, with your routines. Okay, everything that I just said might not work for you, okay, but it might work for 3 out of 5 people. Okay, it might work for 3 out of 5 people, but it won't work for 2. So that's where you might want to improvise on these tips. In the last video, I also said do your own thing, and in this video, I also said do your own thing. If you haven't watched my last video, here it is, go watch it. In fact, the tips that I just said are not exactly tips of being productive, but actually some things that you might want to maintain while being productive. You know, so these are tips that you want to keep in mind when you're trying your best to be the most productive that you have ever been in your life. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and share it across all your social media. Don't forget to subscribe and press that bell icon down there so that you don't miss another update from me. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, join the She-Wolf community, like the page on Facebook, and yeah, all the links will be in the description box below, so go check them out. I'm Vani Duggal, aka The Spiritual She-Wolf, signing off, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.